Master of taglines, I'm telling you what the movie is. That's all I got. I didn't think anything farther in the song.
Oh man. Puppet Master.
You shouldn't have called this movie Puppet Master. Should have called it a bunch of psychics fuck around.
Give me 2, give me 5, give me puppets on the side.
Damn.
Oh man. So yeah, I got some taglines.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So, killers come in all sizes.
Okay.
Yes, they do.
That's just a statistic.
Oh no. Evil comes in all sizes.
That's just the same thing again, but you changed one word.
That's right. Because they were like, what? Killers come in all sizes?
Bad guys come in all sizes.
Man, did you hear about that serial killer little person?
Oh, no. Yeah, leprechaun.
Oh, yeah. And then last but not least, a box of little toys has just become a gang of little terrors. This is not child's play.
Oh, woof. Way to go against a far better film.
Thanks for reminding us what we're not watching.
It's just like those posters that came out for the new Child's Play that hinted at Chucky killing the Toy Story characters. It was like, yeah, we all know what movie we're gonna go see this weekend, and it's not yours.
This one comes alive even when Andy's here.
It's so dumb.
With a budget of $400,000, no reported gross, but we do have stats.
Oh, hell yeah.
With gun in the mouth suicide, blood sucking leeches, female nudity, living puppets, fire pokers to the temple, scenes of sex, death by puppet drill head, death by leeches, throat slashing, decapitated talking heads, severed fingers, stabbed hands, and necks snapped, with a death total of 5, a 5.7 on IMDb, and a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's 1989's Puppetmaster. Let's drop some bombs.
Give me the gun! Give me the gun! Can you use it? No, but I'm going to kill them. German style! Doc, you go to the window. I'll kill him. American style.
About some damn sharks, mother?
Your article's on page 1.
Thank you, Captain. Something about the P.O. Come and get me, you son of a bitch.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Jenny. Happy birthday to me.
Welcome to Bombs Away, the only podcast recorded inside a projection booth. My name is Jonathan Young. Joining me inside the studio, as always, is...
I've got no strings to hold me down. It's me, Tyler.
And joining me inside the studio is Ultron.
Oh, no. He ruined that song. I love Pinocchio.
Yeah, he did. I'm the Lizard King.
I'm the fucking Lizard King.
Yes. And today we're talking about the very first Full Moon Features production, Puppetmaster.
Puppetmaster.
Yeah. And just a quick shout out. This film was requested by Andrea Leon. Andrea Leon, we met you at Midsummer, and this was your request. So this one's going out to you. Congratulations for winning the Request a Movie.
Heck yeah.
This is for you, Andrea.
It's all for you, Andrea. And I hang myself through a window.
She does after this. She's like, I'm so sorry that I requested this one.
Oh, Puppetmaster. I meant Puppetmaster 2.
Yeah. I meant the Littlest Reich.
Oh, no. I haven't been able to get through that one yet.
I haven't seen any of these until I just started with this one today.
Oh, man. You're in for a treat.
I mean, was I?
I mean, like, they get better.
Yeah.
But not really.
That's what you keep telling me.
Only 2.
Right.
And 3 with 6 shooter.
So quick up right before we start this off, just a few quick short announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this, you have 5 days until Chopping Mall Live.
Chopping Mall.
Okay? If you're listening to this on day of release is what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay. So Chopping Mall Live is this Saturday at the Frida Cinema in Santa Ana, California. It's at 7:00. Get your tickets now. They will sell out, especially because we have a lot of new listeners out there who are going to come to the show and a bunch of people that won passes at Midsummer. So there is a possibility it could sell out this time because we've held an entire block for people. So if you're one of those lucky people that want to pass, this is one of the screenings that you have an opportunity to go and see a movie. So come out, see Chopping Mall Live, killer robots, killer security, mall security, heads just blown off of their shoulders.
Paul Blart RoboCop.
Yes. It's going to be great. So come join us at the Frida Cinema. You can get tickets at Linktree. That's linktr.ee/bombsaway show. That's where you can get tickets. That's where you can get t-shirts. That's where you can get everything related to Bombs Away. Other than that, if you are also listening to this and you can't make that one, we got 2 other live shows coming up. We're not going to announce what they are here, but keep it in your calendar. Friday the 13th here at the Frida Cinema, and then also September 21st. Get those calendars out, mark those dates, and get ready for that announcement. So, you ready to dive in to Charles Band's masterpiece? Puppet Masterpiece.
Oh, Puppet Masterpiece. I see what you did there.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, way to catch up.
Yeah. I'm here.
I'm fully aware of the joke. It just wasn't good.
Didn't you hear me laugh?
No.
That's because I didn't. Yeah, Puppetmaster. Wow, what a film.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that for a long time I thought I knew what it was going to be about. I thought it was going to be pretty straightforward. I remember it being on cable and like seeing scenes of the puppets running around, but nothing much else.
You probably saw Puppetmaster 2 then.
More than likely. Yeah.
When my parents got like Dish Network back in the day, then they upgraded our plan to get an extra few channels. And one of the channels we got was called the Monster Channel.
Okay.
And I ate that shit up, man. All they did 24 hours a day was just horror movies.
Yeah. So Shudder.
Yes, but like predating Shudder, right?
Yeah.
And I watched Puppetmaster a lot. It was always on there.
Or Cinemax Thriller.
Remember when they had like HBO had like several different channels?
I don't remember HBO doing it, but it's Cinemax, which is basically a subsidiary of HBO anyway.
Yeah.
They were the ones that had, it was like Cinemax Comedy, Cinemax Thriller. Yeah.
Skinemax.
No, that was just every night on any Cinemax.
Yeah, no, I remember they had like HBO Family.
Yep.
HBO Regular. HBO Comedy. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't remember the HBO doing it, but I do remember Cinemax.
But yes, the Monster Channel, it played a lot of shit, to be completely honest. It was just because like they were putting on whatever they could get, basically. I always saw on it Friday the 13th 1, 2, and 4. For some reason I never caught 3 on this channel when I was watching it, so
because it was only in 3D.
Oh no. I didn't have a 3D TV.
That's right.
But yeah, this is where I watched Puppetmaster 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Puppetmaster 1's weird. They're basically setting the stage for what is going to happen, and it's not what you're thinking it is.
No,
but then
not.
2 is like the quintessential, like the cool one.
Okay.
And then 3 takes place in World War II.
So let's before we dive into this movie as a movie, let's since this is our first Full Moon Features production,
hell yeah,
that we've covered on this show. Somehow we've gotten this far and not really dove into a Full Moon feature. So let's start it out. I mean, Full Moon was basically established by Charles Band.
Yeah.
So Charles Band, if anybody is unfamiliar with who he is or that name, he was an American film producer and director, mostly known for like these kind of B movies and like horror comedy and things of that matter. So
he was a low budget dude.
Yeah.
Low budget, but looked like it had a big budget.
Yes. Before this, he did films like Trancers. Can't wait for that one. He made a whole bunch of films basically under a company called Empire Pictures. Yes. Right. And he made films like Ghoulies and The Reanimator under that.
Yes.
Okay. And then he established Full Moon Features
after Empire crumbled.
Right.
Yes.
And this movie, Puppetmaster, was the first film under that blanket.
Yes. And then this Full Moon was also became a subsidiary basically of Paramount. It was almost their like.
So it was basically. It was they were a distributor.
Yes,
is what they were.
It was almost like their what was the thing we just compared them to?
Blumhouse.
Yes, like their Blumhouse, but this is their like direct to VHS company that they would use.
Right. And then that branched off, and Full Moon branched off into family features as well, called Moonbeam Entertainment. And they did like the Prehysteria trilogy, which is just mini dinosaurs.
Weird. I think that's another movie I caught on like HBO Family a lot. That was always right there.
So a couple notable films that Charles Band has actually directed, right, are things like Parasite, Trancers 2. I just love Trancers.
Which is the Trancers and Trancers 2 are the interesting, like Trancers was not made by Full Moon.
No,
it was done by with Paramount. Mm-hmm. And then when Empire crumbled, he basically took Trancers to Full Moon, and then that's how Trancers 2 is in Full Moon.
6.
Yeah, through 6. They're all Full Moon.
Jack Death, man.
And
Jack
Trancers is
amazing.
Not.
He also did the first Prehysteria. He did The Creeps, Blood Dolls. He also did The Ginger Dead Man.
Oh, God.
The Evil Bong series.
He did 4 of the Evil Bong films.
Yeah.
He did up to the third 3D, and then he came back for Evil Bong 666.
What's interesting to note is that he actually did not touch a Puppetmaster film as a director until 2003 with Puppetmaster The Legacy.
Yes, he did The Legacy, and I also think he did the 10th one.
But see, this is the thing, and it's very controversial. At least in the zeitgeist of this film and things like that.
Which Puppetmaster did Toby Hooper direct? And was it Steven Spielberg?
I think it's notable to say that Charles gets credit. A little more credit than the director of Puppetmaster actually wants him to have. Down to the point of the director himself was not invited to the DVD commentary is what I'm reading.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because Charles... I mean, and this is allegedly. We have to put allegedly out there. I don't want Charles coming after me. He's like, I need money for my next film, so we're suing you. Allegedly, Charles didn't want the director of Puppetmaster 1 on the Puppetmaster commentary because he wouldn't want people to get confused as to who he thinks is the creator of Puppetmaster.
Well, in Charles Band's defense, if David Schmoeller sounds as enthused as he is in that behind the scenes featurette we did, I don't know if you want him on the commentary.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Honestly, guys, fuck it. It's about puppets. You get it. What else do you want from me?
He is boring.
He's boring as fuck.
Yeah. Somebody got another
sweater vest for me to wear.
He has all the enthusiasm of like that Orson Welles fucking up in that like weird commercial he did where he just keeps fucking up and be like, God damn it.
Yeah, if you're a huge fan of Puppetmaster in the series, go type in on YouTube, no strings attached, Puppetmaster.
Yeah.
And you'll see this like 7-minute long making of that was more than likely on the Puppetmaster DVD back in the day.
And it's actually really awesome.
Yeah.
You learn a lot.
You learn
talk
a lot about the special
of it, too.
features and special effects.
Yep.
Right. So let's dive in.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Let's drop some bombs. Here we go. First, we start off. It's 1939, and we're at the Bodega Bay Inn.
Do you know what also takes place in Bodega Bay?
What?
The birds.
Okay.
Yep, that takes place in Bodega Bay. That's where it was all filmed.
Were they also drawn on a matte painting?
Yeah, they look like it. Yeah. The matte painting is also really dirty. If you watch this film and you look in the bottom right, the screen that they used is like, it has like black gunk all over it.
Well, this is just one of those screens that Pee-wee pulled in front of the security guards.
Oh, yeah, and they all just ran right into it. It is a beautiful matte painting, though. This hotel's cool. Yeah. I don't know why, but for some reason, for years after watching this movie, because I was fairly young, the look of this hotel in my mind was synonymous with Hotel California by the Eagles for some reason.
Okay.
Forever, I was like, oh, yeah, that's Hotel California and Puppetmaster.
In a dark desert hallway.
There's a puppet down there.
Leeches in my hair.
She's the worst puppet in this film. I really don't care.
Welcome to the Hotel Bodega Bay.
So tough.
Such a creepy place.
Such a creepy place.
Leeches in your face.
There we go. Yeah, we
that was
did
a rhyme.
We did it. Yeah. So something is running around this this hotel.
Yeah, it's a camera with a POV.
Yeah. It's just like, no, it's not, because it makes weird grunt noises, and I hate it.
Okay. This is going to be my first question. The puppets breathe?
Yeah, they're like living things. In the later films, they explain this, but yes, they're like living things.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess... Do we want to explain it now? Or do you want to hold on it?
We should hold it because it's not explained in this film, but also I can't really remember, but I do know they have like souls in them or something like that.
All right. So I think that's a good, because let's take this film as an individual, right? Because it's the first one presented to us.
Yeah.
So like me, who was a first time watcher, right? I got a lot of questions.
Yeah, this movie leaves a lot of questions and it does not answer any.
So we're going to take it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just to let you know, like, there's no suspense about what this thing is running around because the film's called Puppetmaster. So you already know it's a puppet.
Yeah.
But yes, it does grunt. It makes what I would compare to like the sounds that Sam from Trick or Treat makes when he's like
okay.
Like these weird, like, I hate it. I hate the noises they make.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's running around.
It decides to jump up on a piano, play it real quick.
Yeah, like
hello, my baby.
No one in the it's dancing on it like in Big. Yeah. It's playing Heart and Soul. Chopsticks. No one in this hotel seems to notice a like puppet running around. Either that or they just don't care.
Yeah,
because it's like literally running between people's legs.
Well, and then when somebody finally does see it in a hallway, they're just like,
yeah.
But then like nothing comes from that.
Yeah,
they must have like went to the front desk being like, I saw a little Nazi puppet. And they're like, we're all seeing Nazis right now, ma'am. Like
it's 1939.
Kind of a thing, you know, like there was 2 that just went down the hall. It's
cool.
Fine.
I think they're putting out a hit.
They went to Dr. Jones's apartment, not yours. Okay.
But yes, we're introduced very briefly to Andre Toulon, who
is William Hickey.
Yeah.
Okay. William Hickey, who is a Bombs Away returning actor. Okay.
Boy.
We had him. He was Papa Muntz in Mouse Hunt.
Oh, God.
And then most people would know him voice wise as the Nightmare Before Christmas. He's the evil scientist in the wheelchair.
Yes.
Deadly Nightshade.
Sally!
Sally.
Yeah, William Hickey's cool as fuck, man. He's a cool guy.
Yeah. Is he's also in a bunch of Tim Burton stuff, right? More than likely.
Yes, he's
right?
in. I actually think. Hold on, before I make an ass of myself, recorded wise.
Yeah.
He, I think, was in. He's in Tales from the Dark Side. That's right.
Oh, okay.
He's so cool. What a cool guy.
He passed
a while ago,
shortly after Mouse Hunt, I think.
Yeah, he died in 1997.
Yeah. So
I don't know what movie I was looking for. He's in a lot of stuff.
He's the uncle who catches on fire in Christmas Vacation.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. God damn.
Right?
I was like, I know he's in some comedy that I love, and that's what it was. Yeah. He was in that.
Yeah. So William Hickey,
Mouse Hunt.
He is playing Andre Toulon, and Andre Toulon is the original puppet master.
Which again it's like this film feels like going into, let's say, like episode 7 of Star Wars.
The Force Awakens? The Puppets Awaken?
No. I mean, it feels like going into that and having never seen any other movie before it and just be like, what's going on? But there is no other movie before it.
Oh, kind of how like I was introduced to Star Wars back as a kid.
What, did you watch like Empire Strikes Back first?
Yep, and was like, why the fuck is Darth Vader so angry at these snow people? They're just snow people.
Yeah. No, it'd be like going into like a trilogy in the third movie and being like, what is going on? Because nothing is explained really.
Yeah, it would be like watching Return of the Jedi first.
Yes.
Being like, why are they going after this slug?
Yeah, it's very weird.
This guy's frozen in metal.
Andre Toulon is barely talked about in this film, but then every single film after this is like, it's the Toulon show. Like, it is all about him and everything. So it's very
because
weird.
It's called Puppetmaster. We need to embrace the title more.
And then there's he's in his room and they show already that the puppets are kind of alive because they show this Khan and
his name is Khan. So basically we're going to start like referencing the puppets too here, and by name.
Yes.
And then also like what they look like. So Khan is the puppet you see in the beginning and never see again.
Yeah, so I was going to say, don't worry about thinking about his name because he never shows up again.
Right.
And I can't even remember him being in any other
He's like an Asian stereotype puppet.
Yes.
Right. And he's like,
yeah, and he's just like looking out the window and like,
Nazis.
Yeah, shaking his head that the Nazis are coming. So
he's like, I'm their friend.
Yeah. So Toulon proceeds to start putting all of his puppets in a trunk.
He was just finishing making Jester,
which is a weird puppet. He doesn't have any power other than changing his face,
which I don't understand what that power is. Okay, because all right, let's think about this. All right, guys, if you're unfamiliar with Puppetmaster, just look up Puppetmaster Jester, right?
It's the worst one.
Right? So, and I'm going to try to describe it to you. So basically Jester is like if you took and you drew horizontal lines twice, like on somebody's face, right? One at like the eyebrow mark and then one like below the nose. Actually, maybe 4.
No, it's 3.
Is it 3?
It's top of the head above the eyebrows.
Okay.
Then it's eyes and center nose, and then it's bottom nose mouth.
Got it.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those toys. You ever play with one where it's like 3 things you could spin and you could make different bodies out of it? That's what his face
No,
is.
it's literally it's the thing you would get extremely frustrated with in Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yes, when you're trying to match them.
No, I want the fucking star.
You're like, I haven't seen the wizard. I don't know where the flute is at the top of this level.
Could you just give it to me? Do you have to throw it across the room?
Yeah. So it's weird because his face changes,
but it doesn't make any sense.
He has no other face options.
Yeah,
and that's his power.
Well, no, he has other, like his face does change,
but he doesn't have other faces on his head.
Yeah,
yes, that's the magic of his puppet.
It's not like, okay, so I had an action figure, right? He was in the He-Man line.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
It's called Manny Faces.
Yes. And
right?
You'd click his head and his face would spin, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a click. It was just a dial on the top of his head, right? And he had 3 different faces within the circle of what his head was inside this thing, right? And it made sense It made sense. He was encased in like a kind of like a helmet.
Yeah.
Right. And you couldn't see the other two faces on like it was split into thirds, and it made sense. Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No, not at all.
Like when he gets sad, like the Nazis
He just
are coming.
changed his face.
It's all parts of his face like spin around like zzz, right, and then he locks on one, and you're just like, how does it?
Yeah, it's
change.
It's weird. That's his magic power, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And do you know what sucks?
I'm gonna kill you with sadness.
He comes back, I think, for like every film. Like he's an integral. Like he's like the ringleader of the puppets.
Oh, I thought Blade was.
Nah, Blade's kind of like he is also, but like because Jester doesn't have any powers, he's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't kill.
I don't remember. I don't think he does. What is he gonna kill with? His face is different.
I'll kill you with kindness.
Toulon proceeds to start putting them in a trunk. We see Blade really quick. He's the one that everyone, Puppetmaster, Blade.
White face, hook hand, and a blade
Scary
hand
as
on the other hand. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty. And drill eye sockets.
They're little knives. They just like stick out when he gets aroused.
But they spun. They look
that's
like
right.
drills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, he's weird.
That didn't make any goddamn sense.
All of this is weird. It's all form over substance, honestly.
It really
Someone
is.
had some really cool ideas and then was like, I don't know, put it in a movie.
But also, like, what was Andre, and I'm talking about this film only. You don't have to, like, tell me what the influence is later. But, like, you're looking at this and you're just like, all right, so basically what we get established later on in the film is that Andre Toulon found this, like, Egyptian book, and he could bring puppets or like basically anything he wanted reanimated back to life, right? It's basically the Book of the Dead, kind of.
Yeah.
And so he decides to bring a whole bunch of puppets to life.
Because he made puppets.
Yeah.
He's basically Geppetto.
Right?
Like, no joke. Like, it's literally like wanted like these things he could take care of, and he brought them to life.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's really dumb, but that's what it is. Because
real boy.
This film sets
I can
up,
get to work.
Yeah, basically. This movie sets up so little, and then the next film is just like, oh man, we got a lot of work ahead of us. And just like everything gets fixed. The reason why the Nazis were coming for him is never explained in this, anything like that.
I feel like the creators of Puppetmaster 2 were like sat down to like a in studio screening of Puppetmaster 1, and then like the credits rolled and the lights came up, right? And they were like, fuck.
They did what J.J. Abrams said about the newest film. Fuck it. And they just did what they wanted to do. Yeah. So as the Nazis are about to open the door, Andre shoots himself in the head.
This is crazy. Okay, because a bunch of Nazis are coming for him, right?
Yeah.
And who knows what they want?
At least
because that's never established.
Nazis. They're just wearing trench coats.
They're Nazis.
Yeah, they are. But it's again, it's like
because they look like Indiana Jones Nazis.
Yeah. Their faces are all melted off.
Yeah. Sit down here, Fräulein.
Yeah. So he shoots himself, and this scene is insane.
Because they're knocking on the door, and like he put all the puppets into a trunk, and then put that trunk behind a wall cavern, and then
he
closed up the wall
off.
Yeah. Right. So now they're safe and sound, and then it's just like they're like, Andre Toulon. I don't know why they sound like that. My impression.
Mm-hmm. Andre Toulon.
Yeah, Andre Toulon.
Open up.
Yeah. Andre, we want the puppets.
We would have been here sooner, but there was a pastry cart in the hall.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. I don't know why they're
Andre, come to the beer fest.
They're the gotta pump it up guys from SNL.
Brings the puppets. They're so funny.
They're actually not Nazis. They just Andre, you signed a contract to perform at Summerfest. It's like, fuck you.
Andre, you signed a no compete clause and you cannot play at the bodega.
Oh shit. I did promise all that.
Andre, the Fuhrer wants your performance.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Oh shit! I thought you guys wanted my puppets. Yeah, no. He kills himself, and it's a cool scene because it's in slow motion. There's hella blood that like sprays out the back of his head all over a painting.
Yeah,
it's pretty realistic. It's kind of insane.
Oh, Andre beat us to the chase.
So then we jump forward to present day.
Yep, present day Yale, which they were extremely adamant to let you know that this guy is at Yale.
Yeah, it could have been any other college. I don't know why they were like, hey, Yale's the most respected institution, right? It's not like everyone just buys their way into that school, right?
Right. No, that yeah, it's not like there's like a whole cheating clause or something.
No.
So we're introduced to our main character.
Quote, big air quotes around that one.
Yeah, okay. His name is Alex.
He got fucked up hair.
Okay, I can't imagine having this much hair on the back of my skull.
He's like receding hairline, but he's got enough to like, he could just transplant it and super glue it to the front of his head from the back. It's all feathered and wild.
Yeah, it's so that he can make puppets later.
Yeah. He's weird.
He's got Roadhouse hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not Roadhouse hair. He's got Chippendale's sketch. Yeah. Post Roadhouse for Patrick Swayze hair. Just huge hair. And he's having a nightmare about somebody.
There's a woman and it's in black and white and she's dancing with the Phantom of the Opera. and then he like puts a gun to that woman's head in the dream, and then like that proceeds for him to wake up out of the dream and think that he's bleeding.
His stomach is bleeding, and then he's like, and then it's a bunch of leeches on his stomach, which I thought they were supposed to eat the blood, not make me bleed everywhere.
Yeah, and DiCaprio's there.
What?
Inception.
Oh,
because this is also a dream.
This is the kick.
Yeah.
This dream's actually moving 3 times as slow as the first dream he had.
Yeah, imagine how slow those leeches are.
A train comes through the office and hits him. His wife jumps out a window. It's pretty tragic. The whole room starts moving.
You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.
Oh God.
You too, Ed Hardy. You should too, buddy.
He is dreaming. Look how buff he is.
Yeah, but he's making Venom.
Damn.
There you go.
His lookalike made the better Venom film right before Venom came out with Upgrade.
Damn.
Yeah, so he wakes up from his dream and he's like, oh. And that's really it for his scene.
Yep. They're like, all right, so moving on.
All right, now time to the next psychic.
Yeah.
It's just like we go to
so now we go to I have no other way to say it than I'm just excited. Barbara Crampton.
Yeah, Barbara Crampton's here. She looks great, man.
She's always looked great. She still looks great. This woman is just like in a time capsule of like gorgeous. Like,
yeah.
I love Barbara Crampton. I'm actually really, really upset deep down inside that she can't make it to Chopping Mall. Like, she actually said that she was interested, but she's off doing big things. You know, she doesn't have time for us, and I get it. I totally get it.
She's so cool.
She's super cool.
She's actually not our main character. She's literally just woman at carnival in this film.
Yes.
So she's just kind of a cool little like catch to see that she's in it.
Yes.
But they're speaking with a fortune teller, who is our next psychic, who's telling her, Barbara Crampton and her boyfriend, that she sees a future in retail for him, like retail management.
Yeah.
And Barbara Crampton's basically just like, he's dumb as fuck.
Yeah. Retail management?
And he's like,
like at a Spencer's?
Yeah. And then she starts rubbing her crystal ball and she's like, well, it's
maybe
retail,
Sam Goody.
Retail management in the basement of the Alamo.
I knew you were doing it. Right?
Yeah. Then she says, oh, no, wait, it's construction of a retail place. She's like, oh. And that's it for this character. On to the next psychic.
Right? Well, she goes, oh, wait, I'm sorry to tell you, your grandma isn't going to be around it much longer. And she's like, my grandma's dead. She's like,
no, him.
His then. And then and then as she's like being found out as a fraud, I guess, I don't know what's going on. She's just like, oh my God. Oh God. Sorry. Rape ghost is here. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Basically it's just like, I'm being choked by something. Oh God, what are you going to do? Succubus, what are you going to do?
Well, and it's weird because this is actually a real, psychic vision that she's having when she's being choked.
But it seems like she's faking to get out of it, being like, oh, sorry.
Because she sees a vision of someone being choked. Yes, in an elevator. Yes, and so she's like feeling
that we'll go back to later.
We'll get
not that it matters.
No, it doesn't. Nothing in this movie matters. We're then introduced to our next two psychics.
Okay, so we're now at Pensa Research, where they conduct psychic experiments directly in their lobby.
Your penis. Yeah, you could see them doing their experiments through the front door.
So the camera pans in through glass doors of the front door of this place. And you see two people, what it looks like a circular front desk. But then as we go in more, you're like, no, that's literally them sitting there watching a subject who's just in like hospital gown.
Yeah.
Right. With like EKG, stickers on her and everything.
These are the two horniest psychics that have ever lived. You think Bill Murray is horny when he's doing that psychic study in fucking Ghostbusters? These people take the cake. The guy straight up says to the girl, now think about your most passionate, what does he say? Like erotic moment.
Yeah.
Really think about it.
Right.
And he's like, dog, what the fuck?
Right? Like he's sitting there and this girl's on a table and I guess they're trying to see if they can sense what she's thinking.
Yes.
Right. But they also have like a bunch of beep boop buttons and stuff.
Yeah.
And like a whole bunch of bullshit. But she's sitting there and the girl's projecting and it's basically a boyfriend-girlfriend team of psychics.
Yeah,
right.
But it doesn't seem like it. It seems like the other lady is just an assistant, but they're actually a team.
Right. And she also seems just like all kind of like perturbed with him.
Yeah, even though we learn later that she's horny as fuck too,
right?
And her psychic power is being horny.
Yeah. Because he's sitting there and he's like, oh my God, are you getting this? How are you not getting this? How are you not getting that she's like naked?
Yeah.
Like, how are you not getting that she's blowing me right now?
Yeah. And he's like, this is weird.
Right.
I've seen Ghostbusters. I've seen a ghost blowjob.
Because that's what he's saying. He's like, oh my God, are you getting this?
Yeah.
Wow. You're not getting anything? She's not going down on you? She's going down in my fantasy.
She's got a big butt.
Yeah.
This does bring up an interesting thing about this movie is that like it's definitely a product of its time with the psychic stuff because
with its ponytails.
Oh God, this guy does have one of those lower neck
neck tiny tails
ponytails. Yeah. No. Psychic phenomenon in the research of psychic phenomena was really big in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Like that was the shit that people were into. I actually have a series of books that my dad ordered off the TV back in the day of like, it's a bunch of different like paranormal.
How to get horny with your mind.
I just thought of a naked lady. It worked.
So, honey, how are you not getting this?
I got these books.
I'm getting channeled by like women all over the place, and I mean, I have to follow it.
But yeah, and one of the books that came with it, like one of them is about like creatures and UFOs, and one is I hated this one when I was little. It's just psychic phenomenon. I was like, that's boring as fuck. But then I realized like, oh wait, that's probably the one that people were most interested in because at the time, like that was like people were really into trying to figure out if that actually existed and like the link between people and all that kind of shit.
Yes,
it's really wild,
right? So these people. Yeah, there's just a bunch of bullshit and they're horny all the time.
Yeah.
And so now they go to the bodega.
They all
of these characters we just established.
They
so
all
Alex,
basically get a psychic message that they need to go to the Bodega Bay Hotel.
Right. I guess
it's not really even established. It literally, the only reason that they all show up together is it is literally a throwaway line in this scene where they're like, well, we all received a psychic invitation is basically what they say. And it's like, okay, thanks for quickly explaining that for us.
Hey, you're cordially invited to the bodega. Check yes or no, and your steak option.
Please write how many guests you're bringing. That way we could get a count for the food.
Oh my God. So, yes, they all show up at the bodega, and this is where they are now introduced to our kind of like final girl of the film.
Yeah, our final girl, who is a final girl only because she just disappears for basically the whole film till the ending.
Yeah, to not get killed.
Yeah.
Right? And she turns out to be the widow of basically the entire psychic research. When they were a team, they were under this head psychic named Neil.
Yes, and he is dead.
Yes, he is dead, and
for some reason his casket is just open when
they didn't know he was dead either.
No.
They got a psychic thing saying, just come there. I found the thing I was looking for, that we all were looking for.
Yeah.
Right? So they get there, and she's like, so nice of you to show up, like, for Neil's funeral. And they're like, the fuck?
Yeah, they're like, Neil's funeral. She's like, yeah, the body's right there.
Right? But then she doesn't like question, being like, well, how are you guys here then? Why are you here? Then nobody questions anything beyond surface level.
They do a little bit because
only when it's like way later.
Psychic woman does question if he's actually dead.
No, not them. I meant final girl here.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, I guess because she was involved. I mean, that was her husband and he was a psychic. So maybe it's just kind of like, oh, yeah, psychic shit.
Her name's Megan, by the way. Sorry.
Yes, Megan.
So Megan does not know why they're there and doesn't question it until Alex and her have that conversation of basically re-explaining
what they did,
what their powers are. If like the movie just failed to already kind of convey that.
Oh shit, we forgot in the first act.
But the movie had already been showing me for like the whole first act. Like, I got it.
This is like the Muppets getting back together scene in the Muppet movie, but it's less explained.
So
if everyone was Rolf and they were just like, yeah, I'll get back in the band.
Yeah. So she goes, Neil didn't want to be buried until you guys arrived.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, and thank God you're here, because it's been weeks.
It smells bad.
It's goddamn awful. I can't rent the bodega at all.
At all. No one will stay. So a family checked in and they saw the body and they left. Rightfully so. Yeah. It reeks in here.
So what Megan goes on to explain through a couple scenes, and I'm not quite sure where this like falls within the movie, but she does explain that her and Neil got married about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And the first year he was adamantly like so down to help her like refurbish this rundown bodega inn, and basically wanted to go room by room, refurbishing the rooms. And then just one day he stopped being down about that and then paying attention to her, and then spent 2 years holed up in one specific room.
Yeah.
I wonder which room that is.
Yeah.
And then stopped paying her any attention until one day he just died.
Yeah. And if you're not getting what we're saying, is he basically told her, I'm into renovating this hotel, but actually what he was doing was trying to find the trunk with the puppets in it.
And Megan was the owner of the hotel.
Yes, she's like the heiress of the hotel as well.
Spoiler alert here. Shocker, spoiler alert. That's why I said spoiler. Is that, he married her to get to the hotel and to find the puppets.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so like they ask Megan if they can be left alone with Neil to pay their respects, and they're like, this son of a bitch ain't dead.
Yeah, so our friend Carnival Psychic proceeds to stab this man through the heart.
I don't know about you, but I always carry around a gigantic needle with an encrusted like diamond on top.
Yeah, what the hell? She straight up stabs him in the chest, like to the heart, to make sure he's actually dead. She's like, Neil likes to prank us. Let's make sure he's actually dead.
Right. Hey guys, you seen Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? It's a giant voodoo doll.
God damn it. Yeah, it's really weird. Then they're basically like, all right, he's dead.
Right. So yeah, they just stab him through the heart, and then they're just Then they go off to their own rooms.
Yeah, that's basically
right. And goddamn psychic hippies with their sage and their bullshit.
Yeah, she starts saging the hotel, which is like, that's rude,
right? And Alex is like, what the fuck? Like, he comes over and he's like, what are you doing? She's like, protecting us from the evil. We're all gonna die here.
Yeah.
Goddamn fucking hippies.
Jesus Christ, lady. Turn down the tone.
Stop staring at me, ginger fuck. Oh, yeah. So this is Dana. She's super weird. She's that fortune teller one.
Yeah.
She like has some sort of like note on the door.
That's a oh shit. It's a warding spell.
Like yeah.
And you set it on fire and
you set it on fire. She also carries around a taxidermy dog.
Yes,
in her trunk.
Weird,
right? Yeah. So she's just carrying around a taxidermy dog, puts it out and is talking to it like it's normal. And then
it reminds me of the cat from Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
It's like, this pussycat is the best pussycat in the whole world.
So Alex keeps getting like Phantom of the Opera visions.
Yeah, he keeps seeing that same place that he saw in his last stream in the ballroom. And it's very clearly the ballroom of the hotel.
Like, right? I don't get it.
It's this movie's trying to be so clever and secret, and then it's like, yeah, no, we know what you're saying. Like, we get it. We're all here too.
The Phantom of the Opera is here. His name is Blade.
Blade's cool as fuck,
Blade
man.
is cool, but like I don't understand what this Phantom of the Opera thing at all. Like it just keeps happening.
Yeah, it's no one does.
It's me, Zach Baggins. I'm wearing a doctor's mask.
We're here at the Bodega Bay Inn trying to find these haunted puppets.
Did some puppet just fucking touch me? Go on, touch me again, puppet.
Come on, puppet. Come and get it. Oh, God, a puppet.
I just heard a puppet. When we rolled back the footage, you could clearly see the outline of a puppet and a noise. Here, we've enhanced the audio.
Hey, it's me, a puppet.
See?
Whoa, bro. I'm so stoked to go to his museum.
Yeah. I just watched his like this movie that he like starred and directed in.
Oh, Demon House?
It was fucking insane. Apparently he's now like cross-eyed because of it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Sorry, spoiler alert, everybody. But like the demon fucking like makes something in his head and like he basically goes cross-eyed and is now permanently like cross-eyed.
Oh no. I think it's at his museum. It was part of the grand opening. They live streamed the grand opening and there's a box there.
Yeah.
This like Jewish box that supposedly holds a demon inside of it. This was live streamed on Travel Channel. They brought a demonologist in and the guy came and was like, yeah, that's bullshit. Live on TV and just left. And they were all just like, oh fuck, we love you, Zach Baggins.
Yeah, Demon House. He literally just sight unseen bought this house because he heard it was like possessed, and then shit gets weird. It's actually really interesting by the end.
Is it real or is it like a narrative film, like a piece of fiction?
It's real.
Oh, it's like a documentary.
Yeah, it's just like his show. It's just like extended version of the show, just based on the house.
But it's a movie, so you can see his penis.
Yeah,
he shows it. It gets possessed.
What demon just fucking touched my dick?
Come here. Yeah. You could come back.
Yeah. Oh, Zach. Anyway.
Someone trying to grab my Baggins?
Yo, where's that fucking leech puppet?
Oh, no.
She's hella hot, bro.
That guy in that featurette.
Yeah.
We'll get to the leech woman and talk about the creepy guy who created her.
Right. So now the horny couple gets into an elevator.
God.
And then she's just like, oh my god. Oh, rape happened here.
Yeah, her psychic power is to be psychically horny.
Yeah.
It's weird.
She's just like, oh god.
I'll have what she's having.
Right? Oh my god, Neil turned into the Hulk here.
Yeah, he turns all
He's
green.
just like,
but like
rape.
But like Lou Ferrigno Hulk.
Yeah.
Like nothing different, just green.
Hey, it's me, Lou Ferrigno.
No, he's a nice guy.
Hey, why haven't you sold my house yet? You've never seen shit with it's Paul
Are you
Rudd.
talking I Love You Man? Yeah, that's right. He is in that. Yeah.
I'm really sick of your shit. Why didn't you bought my house yet?
Damn.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. I mean, that's what he sounds like. It's whatever.
Yeah, so she has a weird erotic vision of him like sexually assaulting someone in this elevator.
That never comes back.
Never. So they go up to their room,
right?
And she proceeds to start rolling on the bed.
She's like,
she's like, two celebrities fucked on this bed.
And I love how at this point he's just like, you know what, baby, I'm not tonight. Like,
no, but he's not
at
first. At first, he's
just like, you know what, I don't got time for your shit. Like, if you're like trying to fuck, I'm down. But if like you're really getting like vibes from like something else, not tonight, man.
I'm just not feeling it.
Right. And then she's like, oh my God, Clark Gable and Carol Lombard had sex on this bed. And he's like, go on.
He's like, I love Clark Gable.
Yeah. Right. And she's like, oh my God, I'm getting another vision. Oh my God, Margaret Thatcher and George Burns.
Gross. And then he's like, I'm really interested now.
Right? Because he sits down and he's just like, let me grab your titty.
Yeah, because she's already grabbing her boobs, being like, oh. Right? Her psychic powers are linked the same way that chick in Mean Girls weather powers are linked. Where she squeezes,
ESPN.
Yeah, where she squeezes her boobs and she's like, it's raining. That is her.
Well, she is what's known as a psychometrist, which to me is like,
is that like a psychic that looks at your eyes and is like, you need glasses in the future?
Old Zach Baggins. Yeah, you're gonna need glasses now.
Oh, I see you cross-eyed in the future.
We went to a psychometrist.
All right, can you read that over there? And it's just like psychic symbols on the. All right, 3 wavy lines, a spade,
a couple of wavy lines. I'm sorry, it's just not your day. Stargard. I mean, you signed up for this, right? We're paying you, right?
God damn it. Ghostbusters is the better puppet master.
I was just about to say 8 o'clock. So it is the better puppet master. That's Bill Murray.
Yeah.
So now they're getting really horny, and but like I said, she's a psychometrist, which to me I've always found in the weird, wild world of sports that is psychic stuff, I find is one of the most interesting ones.
I don't even know what a psychometrist is.
So it's the ability to touch something and see where it's been, feel like what it's interacted with and things like that. I find it extremely interesting. I always have since this movie in 1988 with Jeff Goldblum and Cyndi Lauper, right? Called Vibes. Right. And Vibes, Jeff Goldblum plays, his introduction is so funny in this film, which he plays a psychometrist, right? And he's sitting there and it's some like psychic study, right? So here's that 80s thing where like they're totally into psychics, like all over the place. Big. So he's at this psychic study where he's got like 2 people in lab coats. There's a whole bunch of tables with different psychics doing things like at a convention, basically. And they give him this knife and he's just like, oh my God, this was used to stab a woman to death. There's so many stabbings. Just keeps going over and over, right? He's like, I can't take it anymore, right? And he just like, he throws the knife down on the table and he like puts his hands on the table and puts his head on the table and then immediately pops back up and he goes, somebody had sex on this table. Right? And then the two lab technicians look at each other like guilty, like, oh shit. That's great. It's a great introduction. Like the movie's funny as hell, like for being like, you're like, what? It's got Jeff Goldblum, Cyndi Lauper as a psychic who like, I don't know, talks to the dead.
Talks really high pitched.
Yeah. And then like Columbo. What? The guy who's Columbo. Like, yeah. Weird. Yeah. Such a weird, funny movie. We'll do it one day.
Whereas Jeff Goldblum has to use his hands to do this. She has to use her pussy.
That's right.
It's just a snail trail across the ground to know what's happening in this room.
So,
and I don't know what her partner's power is other than just being horny as well.
he gets his powers from the ponytail.
Don't cut it off. That's what Blade cuts off first. His ponytail. He's like, fuck, I can't do anything.
Now I don't know when the puppets are coming.
Shit.
Here's another thing, though, right? Okay, so their psychic powers seem to stem from, like, you know, they each have one individual unique power, right? But none of them seem to be able to figure out the shit that's happening around them.
No,
like,
they're all really dumb.
Right? Only the fortune teller one is like, something bad's gonna happen.
Well, and Alex.
Right?
Alex is a bit more
He's seeing
grounded.
the future from dreams,
Yes.
right? But he can't figure them out, right? Just like anybody with dreams. So you're not psychic as much as just having a bad nightmare.
God, I had a dream all my teeth fell out.
Oh no.
I had a dream I was at school without my pants on, but Blade was there.
Don't even trip, dog. We got your pants right here, Scary
Just there
T.
with his little hook hand and his knife.
Oh, bitch.
I brought you some pants, but I cut them up on accident. I got knife hands. Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah, but none of them seem to be able to predict their impending doom in any way, shape, or form that, like, really is helpful. Like, for psychics, they're fucking shitty.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck, I totally forgot this movie was called Puppetmaster. Where have they been this whole time?
Right?
If you've been asking yourself the same question, that's just what this movie is.
Because there's not even, like, even psychometrist Carissa here. And, like, she should be able to, like, touch some things and be like, there's a fucking puppet here.
Yeah.
You know?
No, they are all so unaware.
Right. Well, it almost as if they don't actually have psychic powers.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Which is really weird.
They're just making shit up as they go, kind of like. Also, if Neil, the head psychic, was looking for the puppets, like, why did it take so long?
Yeah, right?
Like, just be like,
That trunk is psychic proof.
Floor 32B. It's where somebody blew their brains out. Pretty sure that's where the room is, too. Yeah. So So we get a very quick cutaway to Man Hand style.
Yes, Pinhead.
Right?
He was I guess in talking in a tiered list of puppets that scared me really bad.
Yeah.
He was like, well, how many are in this? 5? He was like 4th on the list.
Yeah, because he's just a stupid fucking like muscle bound doll with
He's got a little tiny head.
Tiny peen head.
He is the stunt performance for his hands is done by the
little person who is the little person in Total Recall.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Let's see where her.
Yeah.
There. Oh
no. That's Ed Cook. That's the voice.
Yeah,
of
I was like, hey, there she is.
Which how do you get that credit where you're like, I'm the voice? They're like, no, he's not going to make a sound like that at all.
Yeah.
Aww.
It's me, Pinhead. Is she not credited?
I guess not.
Oh,
okay.
That sucks.
Sorry.
We forgot your name. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yes, she plays it. She plays the hands.
The hands of this puppet. Because this is stupid too.
He's a Swedish chef, basically. He's got human hands.
Yeah. Well, Swedish Chef is human.
Yes, but he's got human hands.
Yeah, but Swedish Chef has human hands?
Yeah,
I thought he had puppet hands that just somebody fit into.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He's like
they wouldn't do something like that. That's weird.
This puppet's like those dogs that people put in sweaters and then put their arms through the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's like John Oliver's like Supreme Court.
Yes, yeah. She's great though. In the making of featurette, they show how like weird it was for her to film these scenes. She had to like lay down underneath the puppet being operated.
Yes,
and it was really awkward for her because she basically had to like contort her body a little bit to it and able to do any of the stunts.
Yeah. It's That's the thing about this film is that like for as much as like we're ripping on it, like the effects are really good and practical.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
And it's because
And stop motion too.
here's the whole thing about this film that works with it so well is the same reason why Toy Story 1 worked so well is due to limitations of effects.
Oh, Andre's coming.
Due to limitations of effects and the subject matter they decided to stick with for both of those films, it works so well because the puppets, when they're walking around in stop motion, look so fucking scary.
Yeah.
Because they look like puppets moving, the same as like
Kind of rigidy.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
early 3D making the toys in Toy Story look so like weird, but it worked because they were toys. This movie, they got it right with that kind of stuff and that the subject matter.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So, yeah, we see Pinhead. He comes out of the coffin that Neil is in for some reason.
Yeah, he was sleeping with him.
Yeah.
He was cuddled up.
And then we have a dinner in which Dana is hella mean to Megan, being like, your husband was a douchebag.
Yeah, it's like, well, there's
And
no
Megan
need
gets
for that.
upset and walks away. And then basically Alex has an entire conversation with Megan, telling her what we already know about the psychics. He's like, yeah, Carissa, she's a psychometrist and she can touch any object and give any object's history. And, you know, Dana, she can tell fortunes. And, you know, like me, myself, I have dreams. And
It's like, hey, Alex, where were you 30 minutes ago, asshole?
I know. I'm like, yeah, thanks, Alex, for telling me what the movie already showed me for the past 40 minutes. I wasn't getting it.
This one's for the dumb kids who rented this at Blockbuster.
Here's for the people who read. What does your dad read? The wide world of psychometry or whatever.
Oh, that book.
Yeah, that book.
Yeah.
Here's for the people who are really
psychic
interested.
Phenomenon.
Right. And then Megan straight up goes, why are you guys here? And I'm like, maybe something you should have asked before you gave them rooms.
Yeah.
Hey,
I just realized you guys didn't book through Trivago.
yeah. So a character that we actually we did not talk about because it's so throwaway and it doesn't
the
matter.
fucking old lady
is Teresa, the innkeeper.
Yeah.
Right. And so she gets warned by Dana earlier in the film. She's like, hey, don't go by the fireplace. Like something bad's going to happen to you there.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, all right, whatever.
So she goes to the fireplace.
Right. She's stoking the fire. And then she hears like bing, bing, boom, 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 boom on the piano.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a cat.
Okay, you did it. I wasn't. But it's not a cat.
No, it's Blade?
No, it's Pinhead.
It is Pinhead.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Pinhead. He thwacks her with the fire.
He grabs a fire poker, right? And she's like, hello? And then it's just like,
he doesn't stab her with
on
it.
the temple, on her temple.
He just hits her, and then blood delayed shoots on the logs. It's
Yes.
like whack. All over the logs.
It's not that long.
No, but it is a long time.
Yeah.
And she dies.
Yep.
First kill.
So now,
First blood.
Carissa is now in the tub.
Yeah, this is
And
our
here we
first
go.
nudity.
She's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Two World War II Navy lesbians were in this tub. And I'm not making that
that's
up.
what she
That's
says.
exactly
Yeah.
right. And then Frank's just like, go on.
Yeah, he's also walking around with like a rattly box.
Yeah.
It's like full of marbles or something like that's like one of those like Native American instruments, like a rain stick.
Right. And I'm just like, two World War II Navy lesbians. That's very specific. They're like, well, the Navy was gay.
Oh, Rosie O'Donnell and
Oh no,
another famous lesbian.
Anne Hesh. There you go. You're welcome.
That one's okay. Ellen DeGeneres
There it
and Anne
is.
Hesh were in this bathtub.
Oh yeah.
He's like, throw out the other one.
One of them's gonna go straight.
One of them's going to be in a really shitty Psycho remake.
Get off my plane.
Oh, shit. That's right.
lesbian.
No, get out of my tub.
Hey, Anne, which earring side is the gay side? Because I'm going to wear earrings for the rest of my life.
Make sure you see Secret Life of Pets 2.
Make sure you see 6 Days, 7 Nights 2.
Make sure you see
8
Sabrina. Why was I the leading man in so many films?
Make sure you see Witness 2.
Make sure you see me in my bit part in American Graffiti.
Somebody please see Ender's Game.
Oh, no. Me and Ben Kingsley do an okay job. That butter pad kid sucks.
Damn.
Make sure you see me in Indiana Jones 5. Please, God, please.
Did anybody watch that one with Brendan Fraser?
What? What was that?
It's I don't know. Brendan Fraser's like trying to cure some like disease or something. I don't know.
Is Harrison Ford in it? What?
Yeah. Did anybody see Hollywood Cop or whatever? What is it with Sorry, Josh Hartnett.
Oh,
remember that one?
No.
Yeah.
Sign my petition to stop having Harrison Ford in things. He's in so many now.
So, okay, back to the movie.
See me in Untitled Indiana Jones Project. That's what it says on IMDb.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Frank, by the way, as he's doing this, like,
God damn it.
like he decides to like. Carissa gets out of the bathtub and he proceeds to like sneak up with her up to her
with
like
a pantyhose on.
right,
his
and he's
head.
like, "Yeah, I'm gonna tie you up."
And she's like, "All right."
She's like, "Actually, I'm gonna tie you up."
Yeah.
Right, and I was just like, "All right,"
And they funkin'
yeah,
hard.
But before they start, Frank's like, "Captain's log."
Yeah.
Like literally is doing that. He's just like, "Captain's log, I'm gonna fuck."
Yeah.
Right? He's like, "Subject seems to be freaking out with sexual overtones and eroticism, and I just can't help myself. I must attend to the patient."
Yeah. And they funk hard.
Yeah.
She's like riding.
She's
him.
in it.
Yeah. She's like, but if you watch the film and you notice, she's far too high up on his waist.
Thank
to
you
be
for your
anywhere.
sexual anatomy of a Cinemax movie, basically.
She is. There's no way that penis is anywhere near
Literally,
her.
that's every Cinemax movie
I know.
that ever was,
I
right?
know.
That or like if it was a front shot, the woman would always like be doing this like kind of cocked wrist, like right at the pelvic area
Yeah.
to cover up the fact that like nothing was going on.
Yeah. It was like nowhere near it. But and she's
And
also
smooth jazz would
And
play.
I think she has underwear on too.
No, she doesn't.
She does.
No,
That's what you
she's
see her,
got
but she got like a negligee on.
see-through like negligee robe. thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I did pay attention to see if they were panty lines.
Yeah.
If they were going to be humping.
so she hears a noise in the room
Right.
and gets off of him.
She's like, I think somebody's in the room.
Yeah.
Right.
I heard
straight
the pitter
up.
patter of little puppet feet.
Right? And Blade is a straight up peeping Tom.
Yeah, he's like jerking off.
Right.
He's got a knife penis.
Right. He uses the hook hand and wraps it around.
Oh,
You want him to use the blade hand?
yeah.
Oh no. Just chafing it.
No, he's sharpening it. That's how he keeps it so sharp. He's got like a blade sharp.
No, he's got drill penis.
Oh,
just like his drill eyeballs, right? But yeah, he looks through the peephole and then his drill eyeballs pop out, and that's when you see the drill pupils for the first time.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, they are when he's aroused.
yeah, yeah, right. And so she's like, something is in the room, right? And then we are introduced to Tunneler.
Hey, remember that part where I said there's puppets in this movie, right?
Yeah.
Well, we barely saw Pinhead, but we're how long into this film now? Like, I think like 45, 50 minutes
Oh yeah,
of an hour and a half film. And this is the first time we get a kill where you actually see a puppet.
yep. Well, this is the first death.
No, the lady got hit with the fire poker.
I guess she's
That's
dead.
the lamest one.
It was like whack.
Yeah, she's dead. No, so she proceeds to look under the bed and
Yep.
there's nothing there. And then she looks up, she looks back down, and there's a clown down there and it wraps his arms around her. No, Tunneler comes out of nowhere and he's scary as fuck. It's so uncanny and unsettling to see him standing
So
there.
it's a puppet. with a drill as
On the
like a
top of
cone
his
head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's definitely a Nazi.
Yeah. And I guess that drill is metal,
Yes.
not wood,
No, and it goes
right? And somehow these sounds are okay for Frank.
Yeah, he thinks it's a vibrator.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you gonna finish yourself? Can you untie me at least?"
Yeah. All right. Was it good enough for you?
And it's hella funny to see Tunneler run towards her, like with his head pointed down. It's like,
Oh, God. Oh, I fell over. I'm top heavy.
it drills through the ground.
Somebody Blade. Pick me up, Blade.
It's me, the Underminer. Is basically what he is.
Nice.
But yes, he kills her. He drills into her head and she dies.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Frank is like, come back up, baby. He's got a blindfold on. That's
Yes.
important.
Yes.
Right? For this horrible scene.
So he starts getting his nipples sucked on.
Right? But it's not Carissa.
All right, remember I was ranking them by scary. Jester, least scary. Pinhead, next in the list, number 4. Blade, number 3. Tunneler, number 2. The worst fucking goddamn puppet in any of these films, Leech Woman.
Yeah, her name is Madam Leech.
Madam Leech is disgusting.
She's the worst. Okay, it's like if a Barbie doll was like vomited up real leeches, which I don't understand how that's possible.
Yeah,
okay,
it's-
because the book brings things to life, not like makes them regurgitate like living creatures that will suck on you.
Leeches, however, are used in like death practices, so it makes a little bit of sense, especially like an Egyptian thing. They were into leeches.
Maybe, but like still, like how is she producing these leeches?
I don't know. And they don't even, they're huge leeches too.
Gigantic, like more than I mean, to be fair, I've only seen leeches in Stand By Me. But
yes, they're huge though in this movie. But her puppet throwing up these leeches actually kind of made me sick to my
she's
stomach.
gross and she's hella stupid.
And the guy who created her definitely fucked the puppet.
Yeah, he was like, check out this, like her mouth. It can fit about like 3 inches wide by 3 inches wide, which is just about the size for my dick.
She got a reservoir at the bottom.
She's dishwasher safe. So
Introducing Fleshlight's newest product, Madam Leech. It's like in a sleeve too, that like Fleshlight sleeve.
It also like it makes such a weird, unsettling noise. It's like,
yeah, she's like enjoying it, and he's like, ooh, and then she starts like biting him, and he's like, what? And he manages to move his blindfold off of his eye,
right?
And he sees her, and he's like, oh,
what the fuck is this? Oh my god,
my balls are down there.
How did I not see this? I'm a fucking psychic.
Why is his mouth so small? But I was okay with it.
Yeah, right. Oh, baby mouth.
So she proceeds to start throwing up leeches on him, which kills him.
I guess you bleed to death.
But that's what? How much blood do these things suck out of you?
I don't know, man.
People still get bloodletted with leeches.
I only know from Stand By Me and then Leech. He's a He-Man figure.
Yeah, so he's dead.
Yeah, Leech was cool though. He had suction cups.
Oh my god!
And you could just stick him to the wall.
I forgot that He-Man toys were just like gimmick the toy.
Yeah,
just like stupid
Stink
shit.
Or yeah, I swear to God, these are all real names.
Was he just a stinky one?
Yeah, he was a skunk. He was a giant skunk.
You know, there was just like a convention that had a bunch of He-Man stuff.
Yeah, PowerCon.
Right? Yeah,
I've reached out to them 2 years in a row, right? And I feel like they were finally honest with me on the second time, right? The first time I was like, hey, like it's the 30th anniversary of Masters of the Universe. Like, we want to come and we want to do, this was like me and Jarrett, back in the day. Right? And I was like, we want to come and we want to do Masters of the Universe for the crowd. And they were like, yeah, that'd be really cool. Cause like a lot of the actors will be there. And this is like when I was like, oh, what? No. Right. And then the next year I reached out, I was like, yeah, sorry. Like we were a month away when I reached out last time, but like, we got some time. And straight up their email was like, yeah, I don't think that like fans would be pretty much down for you to make fun on the one thing that they're coming to see, which is their beloved He-Man.
Yeah.
And I was like, why not? Everybody knows it's a bad movie. Like everybody knows we didn't get the film that everybody knows we didn't get the film that we wanted to. We got basically an hour worth of Courtney Cox and her dead parents problem.
Well, we got Star Wars of the 80s.
Yeah, that's right. Of course. Black stormtroopers.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But yeah, on to Puppetmaster, which there's going to be a Puppetmaster convention this year that we're going to be at.
No.
Puppet Con. It's one booth, Full Moon and Us.
The no strings attached tour.
Damn.
NSYNC's there.
I was thinking it's just the coming out of our shells poster, but with the Puppetmaster guys on it.
Coming out of our trunk.
The Nazis are there just making fun of people in the audience.
Hey, is that your mom?
Fuck her. Oh, man.
Coming out of our trunk.
Jesus Christ. So onwards and forwards we go to,
I guess, because this movie's just like kill them all right now.
Yeah, Dog Lady.
Yeah,
is
Dana.
Like, hey, Alex, let's fuck. And he's like, no.
I'm kind of into Megan. I'm gonna try for her. You know, she's got that like dead husband syndrome right
You
now.
got dead dog syndrome, and that's not as cool.
Not as cool at all.
And then she proceeds to say to the dead dog, I guess it's just going to be you and I like old times, which is, I don't even want to open up that can of worms. I think that's illegal.
Yeah. So now Pinhead is the one that attacks Dana. And this is hella stupid.
This puppet gets thrown around so much in this movie.
He's just punching the shit out of her, just like,
and
with like real human hands.
Yeah, this is the scene you see in No Strings Attached. They show them filming her trying to punch her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she's just getting her shit beat, and then she chucks him down his staircase. He comes back up for round 2, and she proceeds to
get in the elevator.
No, she throws him down a full flight of stairs.
Oh,
and
that's what
shows him fall all the way down.
They're like, why not? Just throw the puppet off.
Yeah, and he hits like the rails on the way down. It's really funny. She gets into the elevator, and this is when Blade puts his hand in the
Blade finally does something.
How strong is this fucking puppet?
Yeah,
because this is one of those elevators that's like an old school like metal elevator,
wrought iron,
yeah,
like gates and everything.
And he just puts his little hook in there, and it's like, sorry, I can't close the door.
Yeah. I don't know, because like, have you ever like, for example, the elevator in the Grand, that freight elevator.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Modern day elevators are extremely powerful. Like,
yes.
Like I can't imagine what an old school like before 1940s like wrought iron elevator is like. Like it's just like, sorry, we're closing.
And guess what? I promise you, an old elevator would just go up. Even if the door wasn't closed, it'd be like whatever, and it'd just go up. Yeah.
Whatever's in it.
So yeah, he gets in, and he just slits her throat.
Yeah,
she's dead.
That's it. Just
onwards and upwards. This movie's literally being like, oh fuck, we got 30 minutes left on this runtime. It's just like,
and as this happens, like her throat's slashed, and she's like, and then gestures off to the side, and he spins his face around, and then locks on smoking.
Yeah. Meanwhile, since Alex didn't want to fuck, he just went to bed.
Yeah.
And he has a dream.
The same dreams he was having from the beginning of the movie.
But he also has a new one where he wakes up, he pulls the sheets back, and very clearly everyone's head's just stuck through the mattress. You're on a train.
Yeah.
There's 3 decapitated heads from the 3 people who have died that are the psychics. And one of them goes, Alan, and he just wakes up. They say something like, hey, Alex, how's it going, or whatever, something stupid. But he wakes up. And then he goes to
trying to get a little head. I did. Look at me now.
So then he finds Alex. Mm-hmm. Or I'm sorry, he finds what's her name?
Oh, they do. Oh, that's right. The heads do that like thing that Igor does in Young Frankenstein. Ain't got nobody.
Oh God.
I know a body got me.
I was gonna make like a Haunted Mansion joke. He lifted them there. They were singing "When the Crypt Doors Creak and the Tombstones Creak," and he's like, "Oh no!"
Then he took the head and he went down on Barbara Crampton.
Nice. Reanimator.
Reusing jokes.
So he goes and he finds why am I drawing a blank as what her name is?
So he finds Megan.
Megan's
Right. And he's like, hey, Megan, you had something to show me?
Hey,
And she's
Megan,
like,
what the fuck? Oh, yeah, there's puppets here.
yeah, she's like, hey, look, we're gonna go up in this dark, rundown attic of the place, and we're gonna find Toulon's journal.
Oh, the puppets? Yeah, I knew about them. Here's the journal.
Yeah, right. And he's like, yeah, I know where we're going, and this will lead into a hall, right? She's like, yeah, and then there they are, and at this point, Neil is revealed to be alive.
Oh yeah, we also forgot to mention in an earlier scene he
couple
show
scenes.
Yeah,
his body just keeps being placed in certain places of the house. You're like, the puppet's doing this?
Yes, but then it turns out it's more than likely the fact that he's actually just alive.
Yeah. So yes, the Phantom of the Opera dream kind of comes true. He holds Megan hostage.
He shows her a dinner table where everyone is there. Ray Liotta's getting his brain eaten. Because it's totally what it looks like. Everyone's heads are all slit and they're all bloody at the table.
Yeah, it's somebody's birthday. She's singing to her father, and then her twin sister shows up.
Oh, you guys haven't heard that episode.
That's right.
Yeah, so they have a tussle.
So basically what's revealed is that Neil found the journal. Neil found the puppets. He's the one that's been controlling the puppets and systematically killing all the other psychics. So what was happening is the team of psychics were supposed to he found each one with their own individual power so that he could try to find the puppets and the journal, right? Because the journal would grant whatever inanimate object that they liked life, including, surprise, Neil himself. He killed himself in order to see if he could bring himself back to life.
Yep. So he was just looking for a psychic who could find this book.
Right. He wound up finding himself.
Yes.
But then in order to make sure that no other person who was aware of what was going on would be able to stop him or use the technology, I don't know.
Yeah, he brings everyone there to kill them.
To kill them with the puppets.
Yes.
It's so convoluted when you think about it.
But here's the weird turn this movie takes. All of a sudden, the puppets are the good guys?
Puppets are like, fuck this. What? Valkyrie, bitches.
Yeah, and they start beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
He is trying to get away from them, climbing into the ceiling, and Blade cuts his fingers off. And he leaks Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's this weird, yellow liquid comes out of him. Then they beat the shit out of him while he's dying.
Yeah.
They stab him. They slit his throat.
Also, why is Alex okay, so what we didn't, they trapped him in an elevator.
Yes.
Right? Why is Alex on the other side of the elevator being like, no, stop it, puppets. No.
She loves him.
No, Alex.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alex is stop, don't kill him. It's he just tried to kill you, idiot.
Also, he's a reanimated corpse filled with yellow pus.
Mountain Dew and pus.
He's literally filled with piss.
Yeah, he does look like if you drink way too much soda and no water, that pea colored. That's what he looks like. That fluorescent yellow.
Yeah, when people would make that stupid joke back in the day, being like, I have to pee so bad that it my eye sockets are filling up.
What?
My dad used to make that. I was like, that's fucking dumb, Dad.
The only thing my dad ever used to say was, I gotta piss like a racehorse.
Yeah, we'd hear that too.
He'd be like, I gotta go drain the lizard. I gotta go drain the main vein.
The main vein. That's the main vein?
I gotta go build a log cabin. That was him taking a shit.
Damn.
Gotta go bake a loaf.
All these are horrible.
They're so funny.
Please stop.
Every Saturday morning after a cup of coffee.
Damn.
Go build a log cabin.
You watch X-Men. I'm going to go shit.
And then my toothbrush was trapped in the bathroom and I couldn't get it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so they're
like kind of torturing him. Like Madam Leech is spitting out more leeches. He's like, oh, God, stop.
I think they go in his eyes. The leeches go on his eyes at one point.
Right? And then Pinhead is just like, you know what? Fuck this. And just snaps his neck.
Yeah, it just kills him.
He's like, I'm done with this. And then the movie just kind of like at this point, like Alex consoles Megan and they're just like there and they're like, God, it's all over. Right. And I'm like, you guys do realize there are still killer puppets like right around you somewhere.
Yeah. They like just left. Like you're like, what?
Like, and you have no idea what their intentions are.
And then Alex is like, yeah, that was crazy. Honestly, I don't even want to fuck you anymore. I'm just heading back to Yale.
She's like, no problem, because I didn't either. So
have fun with all the dead bodies in your hotel.
Yeah, who's going to explain these 4 murders?
The puppets probably dispose of the bodies, honestly.
Yeah, just throw them in the ocean.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, right off the cliff.
Yeah, it's probably not going to work out too well.
No,
yeah, but that's I'm like, there's no explanation.
Nope.
There's like, it just ends, right? And then, weirdly enough, the only thing that makes sense in this movie by the end is why Dana brought a dead taxidermy dog.
Yeah, because she knew she could bring it back to life.
Right.
And it's back to life at the end.
Literally the only thing that makes sense in this movie.
Yep.
But what doesn't make sense is that it's taxidermy dog until it goes around a corner.
Yeah, and then it's a lie.
So is it like, is that kind of what the deal was with Neil as well? He could choose like when he was like a stuffed man.
And then also Megan is like, oh, look, the dog's alive.
I need to ask this too, because like Neil's filled with piss, right? But like, is he also filled with like he's just hollow and filled with like taxidermy stuffing?
No, he's just actually dead.
Yeah, but like he was prepared in a casket.
They don't fill you with that kind of stuff. They take your guts out and just leave you as a hollow husk.
Not just hollow though. No, they put stuff in it. I have a friend who's a taxidermist. They put stuff.
I have a friend who's taxidermied.
Yeah. She's great.
He's in my house.
Yeah. No, they do fill you with certain things so that like certain areas like seem your chest is puffed up like it should be. It's not like full on stuffing, but like
Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they just fill him with piss. This'll fix them. Big old piss bag.
We'll just walk a bag of piss. Yeah. So that's Puppetmaster.
It's weird. The next film is actually kind of your standard fare bunch of teenagers. Like it's a bit weird. It's a tonal shift. But again, the film goes from like in the second one, it's like the puppets are the bad guys again for the beginning of the film, but then they're the good guys again.
Okay.
And they get a new puppet master.
I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that anybody that kills like indiscriminately is probably bad.
No, they kill bad guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. They first start killing teenagers and then they get a new puppet master who's like a teen kid. And then that's where it goes from there. Third one
Teen Master.
Yeah. Third one's a prequel, takes place in World War II.
Okay.
Has my favorite puppet, 6-shooter in it. He's a cowboy with 6 arms. He's sick as fuck.
Does that mean he fires like 6 bullets per arm?
Yeah, he could. Yeah. That's 36 bullets.
Damn,
that's hella cool. Yeah, he's cool. You got a little thin mustache. He's fucking sick.
Okay.
Favorite puppet in this movie?
My favorite puppet? None of them. No.
And don't say Blade. That's so standard fare.
I wouldn't be. Like he's weird face to me. Like
he's scary as fuck.
He's not scary. He's just like his Nazi overtones are real, like there, like the hat, the fedora.
Well, they're supposed to be kind of like, I think the puppets are supposed to be making fun of the Nazis.
Sure.
That's why he made them. But yeah.
Yeah. Andre opens the door.
It's me, Knife Eyes.
You better not have made one that looks like me with my spinny face.
Andre, it's also me. Open the door. It's me, the guy with the little head.
And it's me. I come from France. I'm a conehead.
It's also me. I'm not going to do the accent, but I'm the Chinese guy.
I don't have an accent. That's racist.
You fuckers. And then this other one's like, it's like, oh, Madam Leach on the other side of the door.
Favorite puppet. I'm going to say it's not in this film.
Okay.
But Torch looks sick in
Torch
this
is
next
cool
movie.
as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
He's scary looking.
He's got a trench coat, just walking around
And a
like
little
a
one of those-
mini flasher.
One of those World War I German helmets with the little spike on the top
Yeah,
of it.
he looks cool. But if I had to pick one from this movie, man, Tunneler didn't get much to do, but like
He's cool.
He is one of the only ones that seem like he has a practical puppet-esque kill effect. Right?
And he's really scary.
Yeah.
Like when you see him walk around, because he's the only one besides like Madam Leach, but you don't really see like her full body. Since he's the only one that's an actual like human being looking thing, it's unsettling.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a weird like clown looking face.
Yeah, black eyes.
Yeah.
He's scary.
Yeah, he's good, but like, see, that's to me when I would watch very little scenes or clips as a kid as Puppetmaster, I did feel like I was scared and I didn't watch it.
It's a creepy movie,
and but also at the same time, when I would look at each one's like way they killed, right? The only ones that truly made sense were ones that had a practical effect that seemed like it would coincide with what a puppet would have. Yeah. Right? That's why I'm like, Madam Leach is stupid because I don't know where these leeches are coming from.
Madam Leach, to a certain extent, Pinhead. And then Jester doesn't even do anything, but like at
Pinhead's
least
just Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. I'm gonna squeeze it. I guess like I agree with you saying, because like you got Blade, who obviously has a hook and a knife, and he uses both of those. Yeah, and then you got Tunneler, who has that. But Torch is cool as fuck.
Torch is cool.
He breathes fire out of his mouth and his hands.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Coming to you eventually.
I don't know where that's coming from.
Puppetmaster 2.
Still seems cool as hell.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. So, would you recommend this film?
God, it's like such a hard spot. I would say just go watch Puppetmaster 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna say sorry, Full Moon. I can't recommend this one. It's his 30th anniversary, but I still can't recommend it. Like, it's just like it's not crazy enough to be super fun.
No, it is.
I wished it was.
The puppets are cool, and that's definitely if you're into that, and if you're into stop motion and all that kind of stuff and hard work for puppetry. The scene that we talked about, we didn't talk about it earlier, but the scene where Pinhead climbs out of the coffin is 18 seconds, and it took 2 full days to film it. So like there's a lot of craftsmanship put into this film, but it's just weird. It's just, it's not what you're expecting.
I wish that it would go more over the top in certain ways, and then
that's the second,
and that's where I would be more beloved to this. Like,
they really go hard on the sequels.
I'd say that the best scenes are actually not with the puppets. It's like with the horny couple.
Yeah, they're the best part. They're funny as fuck.
But I wouldn't recommend it.
Nah.
Okay, so what rating would you give it?
I'll give it a Jaws 3. It's not like unwatchable.
It is a Jaws 3.
It's just boring.
Yeah. There it is. Hell yeah.
Which would technically be a Jaws 2, but on our scale, I have to say what it is,
Yeah. It's definitely a Jaws 3. It's trying too hard to be something, and I feel like it doesn't get there all the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we thought. There's a whole bunch of people that we still need to hear from. So first up, we always wonder, because Tyler has to sit through these with one special person. We always wonder, Tyler, what did Carly think?
Ooh, boy. She fucking hated this. She sat down to watch it with me for a bit.
Okay.
And then got up to go do something else. And she was like, there's not even any puppets in this movie. And I was like, I know, they'll get there eventually. Walked into the scene where Madam Leach was vomiting. I was like, Carly, you're going to want to see this. And she hated it. She said it was making her sick to her stomach watching him throw them up and those noises she was making. When she was sucking on his nipples, she was like, what is happening? And then she watched the rest of the movie to the ending and was just like, what the fuck? I think I had told her that the puppets were kind of cute. And she was like, what? No, none of them were. And I was like, you're right.
You're a liar, Tyler.
You're a liar.
Goddamn liar. All right. So that is what Carly thought. And now, ladies and gentlemen, there's still one very important core group of people that we haven't heard from. The internet. This is Give Me 5. These are 5 and 10-star reviews pulled from Amazon or IMDb. And usually they do not disappoint. So let's go. Our first review, written by C. Ward on May of 2013. Titled, One of My Favorite Horror Movies. The movie that started it all with killer dolls, and it is an amazing movie for horror fans to add to their collections. I feel like this started in the middle of a review.
Yeah, right?
This movie is fantastic in every way. The acting is 80s cheese, of course, and the plot is so over the top, but I love it. Of course, the major selling point of the movie is the killer dolls, and they are so awesome looking. The stop motion effects in this are top notch and look fantastic still to this day. The pacing can be a little slow at times, and I wish they would show the dolls more, causing mayhem, but it's a small complaint. Amazing horror film all the way. Also, the Blu-ray transfer is fantastic, looks great, and sounds good. That wasn't...
It's hard to find 10-star reviews for this movie. I just like that.
That's a 5-star on Amazon.
You're always like, get the Amazon ones, and it's just people reviewing the DVD always.
Yeah. This next one's written in 2012 by Sharon R. Andrews, titled, I'm for the Puppets. Do we really have to get infinite details on the 3D or production qualities of this film? The truth is, it works emotionally because Toulon in this movie cares about his puppets, and they strike back in a world that frankly doesn't care about them about much of anything. What?
He loves his puppets, but the world would think they're freaks, rightfully so.
When the skeleton puppet is rushing through the hotel to warn his master that he is in danger, that's loyalty. And it works for the storyline. Movies aren't about production values, folks. They're about a story, unless you're a nitpicky little creep. What? 5 stars, Amazon. You don't anybody say that my sex doll is creepy.
That's loyalty. Unlike you, Jerry. Who are you with now? Just bring back the fucking kids.
Okay, this last one's written by The Creeper. It's a response to Sharon R.
He was
Andrews.
nitpicking.
Yeah. Titled, Great Movie, written in 2001. First off, I have to say that I'm just plain out PO'd about these people, in quotation marks, writing reviews that diss the movie. Come on. Who are they kidding? I am here to tell you that this movie is a classic, and I'll bet there are millions of people that will back me up. I love the whole series. All of the movies are a combination of romance, tragedy, horror, suspense, and love. I say the romance, tragedy, and love part because of the fact that the reason Andre Toulon carries out his revenge in some parts of the films for the murder of his wife. I say the horror part because these movies are as scary as HE double toothpicks. So that's just like two not capitalized L's.
These are scary as H word. My mom won't let me write it on the internet. These are scary as hell. I'm sorry, Mom.
This is as scary as the H from a helicopter landing pad, the E from the
from the alphabet,
the E from the vision board from psychometrists,
and then 2 7s that are upside down.
They will frighten you. So only watch it if you aren't scared. ... Or if you're a psycho like me. 10 stars.
I have 3 women in my basement, and they only are allowed to watch Puppetmaster.
They are pissed as HE double toothpicks. Toothpicks?
I'm PO'd at the people.
Victims in my basement.
They keep saying this movie sucks. If they say it again, I'm going to shoot them in the head.
I am so pissed off, PO'd as HE double pool cues. All right.
Oh,
so
goddamn.
That's Puppetmaster, guys. If you enjoyed this, be sure to check out the movie. Where can we find it right now? It's available on Amazon on Full Moon Features app.
Yeah, you can rent it right now. I believe that's the...
Or you could just pay for Full Moon Features.
Yes, you can you get like all their stuff if you do.
Absolutely.
The newest one, I believe, is on Shudder, the one that just came out last year.
It's also available on Blu-ray as part of a giant Puppetmaster box set.
That box set is sick.
Yeah.
It looks like the trunk.
Yeah, it does. So, go check out Full Moon. Plenty of B movies. If you like our stuff, you're going to love their stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, if you liked our stuff, give us a review on iTunes or give us a review on Facebook. You can find us on all the streaming platforms. You can find us on Facebook, Bombs Away, everything like that. Sorry. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff, social media wise, at Bombs Away Show. You can also find our t-shirts, links to our live show where you can buy tickets, links to YouTube where you can find plenty of free movies that they haven't taken down. You can find all that at Linktree. That's linktr.ee at Bombs Away Show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this, send us a message. Write to us. You want to be a guest. You have a suggestion for a movie, just like our special person that this was dedicated to today, which that shout out once again goes to Andrea Leon. Andrea,
thank you so much.
Thank you for this suggestion. It has kickstarted an entire, at least 10 more episodes worth of material.
At least.
Right? So thank you to Andrea. If you guys have a suggestion out there and we wind up doing it, we will give you a shout out as well. So be sure to write in contact@bombsawayshow.com as our email. Write to us and join us for Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall.
This Saturday, if you're listening to this the week it came out, this Saturday at 7 p.m. in the Southern California area. If you are there, you should be
there
with us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned next week for Chopping Mall. And then the week after that, we're going to do House of the Dead.
The Uwe Boll masterpiece.
That's right. Okay. So stay tuned for all that. That's what's coming up on Bombs Away. Thank you for being a listener. Thank you for sharing with your friends and family, getting them into the show. Welcome to all our new listeners who have joined us this month. And we'll see you next week. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Tyler.
And oh my God. Oh my God. Somebody's had sex in this podcast room.
Ew.
I think it was two lesbian podcasters. No, it was just me and Tyler.
Oh, no.
This has been a production of Big Bulb Entertainment, executive produced by Jonathan Young. For more media and information, visit us at www.bigbulbentertainment.com. Big Bulb, what's your bright idea?